What's up YouTube, ODST General back again with some more Stormworks. Today we are going to be testing out another weapons DLC vehicle, the Benimaru submarine. Benimaru, I don't know how it's pronounced properly. I'm not really sure what the inspiration as far as design aesthetics for this submarine is. It looks kind of like a German submarine, World War II era, but I could be vastly mistaken. I think there was also some Nordic submarines that looked kind of like this too, so that could definitely be the inspiration for it. Now, one thing that kind of bums me out, or at least I haven't figured out how to do, is if I can move the periscope up and down on the mast it's on to get increased height. So we're basically at periscope depth with the conning tower just barely submerged in the periscope, just right above the water. So we've got a ways to go before our distance, before our destination, before our distance. But we're going to be going over here. Now, if you guys watched my PT boat video, whenever that was relative to this, you guys will recognize this island. This is the same save file, it's just you know, different run of it here. So we're in the submarine. Now the submarine's at a holding depth right now, so it's kind of angled down at like a weird angle. You guys can see the bow is actually a little bit lower than the stern, but it's keeping at the correct distance with the way it's set, so even though it looks kind of funny and we're walking at an angle, it's not too big of a deal. So let's go ahead and check out the submarine. We'll start at the bow, and then we'll work our way back. So starting off in the center of the bow here, we have the basically embarkation room, whatever you want to call it. This is the dive room, so if you need to leave and go out of here and do a dive or whatever, this is where you do it from. There is fluid ports to actually drain the room too once you get basically a bunch of water in there. Then you come out here, and then on each side there's torpedo tubes. There's equipment basically like every square inch of the ship too, so dive gear all over the place, fire gear, welding torches, underwater welding torches, flashlights, med kits, everything you might imagine. So I'm not going to talk about each piece of equipment, but there's a lot of it all over. Coming back, we have the, we got the main room here. So in the main room, we've got, of course, a map, which you guys probably saw as I went into the bow, but this map's pretty neat. It's a touchscreen map, and yeah, you can zoom in and out as you need. So zooming out, you can see the island and everything. I don't know if this map will show other vessels and stuff nearby. That I'm not really clear on, but we can also click on the map and it will give us coordinates and everything too, which I'm guessing is like a relative position because it's changing. So obviously it might just be because that's moving with the vessel too, I guess. I'm not sure. Anyways, then we've got the periscope, which obviously you guys saw me using a little bit ago. We can move that like this, move it up and down at an angle. There's a shutter for it, so we can close it or shut it off if we want to. And we're actually able to steer the torpedoes, guide the torpedoes from there. So this does have guided torpedoes. There is also a aft torpedo tube from this location as well, and the ability to empty out the tubes after it's fired. We've got indicator lighting, so the indicator lighting I guess is just supposed to be the standard lighting or whatever. I'm not really sure what the purpose of it is. It doesn't actually really provide any light. There's also stealth lights, which are supposed to be like the red lights that you would see in a normal submarine. A little too bright and a little too harsh for me to really like them, so I probably won't be using those today. Then there's a radar station, which is inoperable, so hopefully maybe at some point this will get updated and we'll be able to use that. You got your battery power. You got a sound room, which is pretty cool. Now, again, this, I don't know if this works. I haven't actually used this in combat yet, but there's a hydrophone room, and with the hydrophone room, you can change the angle with the hydrophone, and you can change the gain and all that stuff. So this one might actually be pretty handy, pretty important, but I'm not really sure, again, if we're going to really have a chance to even use it, let alone if it even actually works as I think it does. And then, of course, you've got your dive equipment, so you've got your helm stuff here, so you've got your dive controls here, as well as the ability to fill the tank and blow out the tank and stuff. And then you've got your actual steering for the rudders and stuff back here, too. So we're actually, while we're back here, we're going to make a quick course adjustment. That should be good. We've got our engines. There is also a electric motor too, but right now we are operating just with our snorkel, so we're using the diesel engine. Then there's a clutch back here for a generator, which we're not going through too much battery, so I've got that off right now because we've got increased speed without charging the battery, so we're just going to go kind of as is. Now, again, we've got a pretty long ways to go, and this is taking quite a long time, so I'm guessing that we're going to just end up probably cutting the video because this is this isn't a very fast vehicle. I think our speed right now is maybe like 12 to 20 or something like that. I haven't looked since we increased. Yeah, about 16, so pretty close to what I guessed. Alright guys, and we're back. So we've got our first potential thing here that we're going to go after. We're going to go ahead and cut engine power. We're going to go ahead and change our heading. Now this looks like it's a civilian shipping vessel, not a warship. We are going to take any warships we can, but I figure, you know what, we could use some target practice, and sinking some civilian stuff along the way isn't going to hurt, I don't think. I can barely see that on the periscope. There we go. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know how well this is going to work. I've never fired these torpedoes before. The tube is full. Do we fire? Oh my god, I fired the aft torpedo. What an idiot. I forgot. I was spacing out and I forgot that the aft torpedo was right there. I'm so used to a lot of that stuff being like right there. Alright, we'll wait for the tube to fill. Close that port a little soon. I don't even see that torpedo. How am I supposed to steer the torpedo if I don't see it? Alright, well let's do this. Let's go ahead and cut engine power even more. Let's get ready to fire torpedo number 2, I guess. I wasn't planning on firing both torpedoes, but so be it. Wow, those torpedoes really freaking book off. Yeah, it's really something where I feel like you need to be... This isn't going to really work out by myself. Like, we'd have to be, like, pretty much perfectly lined up, or the person would have to be sitting still. Those torpedoes really go. By the time we actually, like, launch them, even though they take a second to spool up, you know, by the time we actually get, like, onto the periscope and have time to, like, actually steer them, I mean, they're like, gone out of sight. Which, sucks because there is no other torpedoes, as far as I'm aware. Alright guys, and we're back. So we are on electric power right now, and I just happened to glance out while I was waiting, and lo and behold, we are approaching a vessel of some kind. I can't tell what it is. Looks like a shipping vessel, so let's go ahead and prime our torpedoes. We're going to open up the tube. So we'll open tube 1, flood it. See the torpedo in there. There it is. Tube 1 is flooded. Alright, we're going to fire torpedo number 1. We're on target here. A little bit tricky, but here right in the center, it looks like. Oh, beautiful, beautiful hit. Man, that looks like that packed a pretty darn good punch too. Let's go ahead and bring us back up to power. We're going to probably surface here in a second. Let's go ahead. So actually, let's do this. Let's disarm that, close that. Let's empty that tube of water. I didn't see anything else around. Now, how are we doing on electricity here? We're getting a little low on electricity, which is fine. We are going to go ahead, bring that up. Turn that down. We're going to recharge our battery. Let's come over here. And, yeah, I think part of the reason we keep doing that when I go to empty out the tank is the bow tank has significantly more water. And the foils are enough to actually... or the planes, I should say, are enough to actually, like, even it out, but it's still trying to dive down. But, alright, we've got that. Let's go ahead. Let's bring down the periscope. Zoom out. Yeah, that's pretty significant damage we got on them. So it looks like that's probably going to be a successful kill. Oh yeah, look how low it is. It's definitely going down. It's taking a minute. I kind of figured it was taking on water, and that the water wasn't contained just because obviously it was losing power and stuff, which suggested that water was getting in somewhere important. At least it was losing engine power, I should say. The lights I don't think ever flickered off, but I have a feeling we're going to see those lights go out in just a minute. Wherever their power source is. Probably is down near the engine room. But yeah, it's definitely sitting pretty low now. Just zoom out real quick here and swivel around with their periscope real quick. Just gotta keep an eye out, like I said. I'm not sure if there's any warships there gonna be in the area. The last time I fought against warships, they all basically just spawned on top of me. Yeah, I just struck a killing blow, and then we just wait till the thing dies here, just stalking it. Yeah. Now I'm looking at it's definitely a lot of water on the back of the deck there. It's boarding it would probably be a pretty bad idea. It's actually really it's starting to get in pretty bad shape. Actually, it's kind of interesting too. I didn't realize this, but that torpedo actually did damage like up here on the second level of the deck of the tower. It's actually pretty surprising that it got that high up. Wait, is there a second torpedo tube? How do we, I didn't realize there was a second set of torpedoes down lower. I didn't even realize this went down lower. Can we get down low? Is there like a whole nother level I've missed out on and just don't realize? Or is that just like empty space? How do we get down there? Oh, the other thing I wanted to check, and we didn't I completely forgot about this. I don't know if the hydrophone's not working because the oh, so it actually does show you that there's an audible signal and everything. It's interesting. So the hydrophone actually does work, which is awesome. So I mean, that would be useful for actually tracking potential enemy movements and everything. Come on, sink faster. Yeah, I don't know how if we can even get down lower, but oh my god, there's another hatch I missed. I can't believe that. Okay, so we got the engine bay. Well, no, the engine bay is back there. This is the torpedo bay, derp. But we've got several more torpedoes down here. We actually have not only 2 more torpedoes in position ready to fire here, but it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's all these are in tracks that they can fire out of. Is that right, or is it just something? It's kind of hard to tell. They're in front of doors. I don't know how we load these other torpedoes. Open starboard tube. And then there's torpedoes in there. So we actually have quite a few more torpedoes than what I realized. Oh, this changes a lot of things. Wow, okay. It's kind of awkward, though, is that these doors hit the torpedoes when they open. I don't know how we're supposed to get these other torpedoes in. I don't know if we can bring them back on their tracks or not. Or maybe the doors are set up in such a way that allow them to fill automatically. So yeah, those are basically, they're on like a crane system or whatever. This will take some getting used to. This is actually a really awesome system going on down here. I didn't realize there was this whole torpedo room. I completely somehow missed this hatch and was 100% oblivious to it. Oh god, we're under fire. Holy cow, I just barely survived that. Let's go down to periscope depth, I guess. Took a bunch of damage too. We're probably going to be taking on water here. So I need to find welding torches and stuff. We're really going to have to check for damage. Oh man. I don't know if that's a jet or a helicopter or what that's after us, but you need to dive down further, obviously. Alright, let's turn this off. We're going to need to fill these tanks. Yeah, it sounds like a jet. Come on, dive down. We're taking on water down here. Get these bilge pumps turned on. Oh man, we're going down here. I think this jet might have gotten us. Caught me off guard. That's for sure. Oh man. We're like straight down. This was a mistake. I think we just hit. Alright, let's close that. I don't know offhand where all the bilges are. I know we had the one activated here. Might need to show everything off and get ready to go for a external walk here. Try and repair everything with the underwater welding torch. We'll get everything on the inside that we can though first. Alright, there's the bilge pumps. I was gonna say, I knew there was another control set around somewhere for the bilge pumps. Alright, so that is that's empty. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on using the periscope. It is too dark to tell. We are down at the bottom though. Yeah, we've taken a lot of damage, a lot of water's gotten in here. Okay, so I think the first thing we need to do is we're going to need to get a underwater welding torch. I can't even remember where I grabbed this thing from. We're just going to drop this right here. We're going to grab this. Alright, let's shut this all off. I mean, I mean, we'd probably want that. If we run out of battery power, we're going to have an issue, but we need to get rid of all this water first. Actually, the worst part is I really don't see a whole lot of damage down here. There's some... I know we're using a underwater welding torch above the water, but I thought it'd be underwater, in fairness. That can't be... the only spot that was damaged out here, is it? Maybe it is. Alright, well the bilge pumps do seem to be working. That was definitely a lot more full of water when we had been down there originally. I need to get down there and then come back up on this side so I can actually close the hatch. Alright, well, what we're going to do then is we're going to have to go out. I mean, there's still a bunch of damage. Let's heal up. Let's turn that off. Yeah, we took a lot of damage on the bow there. Conning tower too, it looked like might have taken some. I don't remember, again, if you guys watch my PT boat video, I mentioned I don't know if I have sharks turned on or not. We might find out here. Over with the PT boat thing, we were in kind of shallow waters. Here we're down pretty deep. Get the conning tower too while we're out here. Any damage to the engines, rudders, and the props all look good. Interesting. This is a sliding hatch. I wonder if that's supposed to be open like that. Or I wonder if that's like where the actual like ballast is and that's blowing water out of there. Alright, let's get the rest of the conning tower here. Wonder if that's the shipping vessel sinking, or where it's sunk at. So those lights definitely look like a potential sunken ship. Alright, well, we're going to close that hatch up. We're going to drain the water out. Oh, look how fast that drains. That's nice. Okay. Should have that closed up too, but oh well. We need to get back here because right now I think what we've got, yeah, we've got that getting filled. That's why that was open. That was filling the tank. Yeah, we're emptying the bow, which is pretty much empty now, and then the stern's got a bunch of stuff in there too, so that's why we're angled like this. So the aft is empty, the stern's empty. Did I just see a bunch more damage that I didn't realize? There is some more damage on the bottom. It might be from when we hit. Could be from when we were shot. I don't know. And there's a bunch of damage over here. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of damage I seem to have missed on the other side. With that being said, I don't think we're actually taking on water from that, so we're going to attempt to restart the engines. Actually, what we're going to do is we're just going to hold depth here. I want to go over here and explore the wherever these lights are. I have a feeling this is that ship we sunk. I didn't get to confirm the kill because we got shot down. It looks like there's something else up there too, another vessel. That could be like the jet or something crashed up there. It's hard to tell, obviously. There's a bunch of lights, but I can't really make out what the lights are. What is that we're looking at? Can't tell if that's a boat or something else. It's actually kind of genuinely creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I see the lights and stuff. I cannot, for the life of me, it's so dark down here, make out what we're looking at. Yeah, that's the other vessel. Oh, it's just sinking now, I think. There, it's like bobbing up and down. Look at it. We're gonna surface back up. God, that's actually pretty eerie. Being down here with like this sunken vessel. Oh, we were super deep too. Holy cow. Yeah, that's the vessel that we attacked. Alright guys, well I was planning to hunt some naval vessels, but I think it's prefer to call that a video here. It's definitely pretty crazy. We're back like down underwater here. What's going on? Are we still taking on water? That was weird. I don't know what happened there. We were like, yeah, camera was underwater. I don't know if we actually dipped back underwater or not there for a minute. We still got a lot of damage on the deck and just below it too. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. Probably a little bit longer of a video than what I was initially intending here, but I had a lot of fun nonetheless, and I hope you guys did too. Alright guys, take it easy. I will see you all in the next one.